Thank you, Afid. Assalamualaikum and good evening. As you can see, I'm a little bit nervous, so bear with me. But as a start, today is the 9th of January, 2014. So is it too late to say Happy New Year? So how was 2014 so far? Has the traffic jam improved? Yes. Was 2013 a year to remember? It was? Do you want to spend the rest of 2013? You know, like I read, my friend gave me this quote this afternoon over phone. I spent 2013 pretending I like my boss. So the question is, if you're working, would you like to spend 2014 still pretending to like your boss? Or do you want to have an option whereby you don't have to pretend and actually say that you don't like your boss? Right? And what we're here today, before that, I see who's here for the first time? Quite a handful, quite a handful. So, do you know why you're here? Right, you are here because, okay, yes, maybe you can stop pretending, but you are here because there is an option, and this option that we're going to share with you I'm going to share with you a few concepts, and I'm also going to introduce to you a few people who has actually made this concept work, and you want to talk to these people, all right? And there's no way I can explain everything. So there are a few dates that you want to be wary of. The first date is actually on the 18th January 2014. So if you find whatever that I share with you interesting and you want to understand more, make yourself available on that date. But ideally, now if you want to stop pretending, it's like this. Today is the 9th day of 2014. Whatever I have to share with you today, whatever we have to share with you today in this room, if you find it interesting, actually has the potential to make the rest of the 366 days left of this year better than last year. Who would like to have that? All right, so can I start?
Yeah.
Right. So, number one, today is actually about you. And if you were to compare last year, 2013, I'm pretty sure this was also on the list of your resolution of 2013. A lot of people. Did it happen? Or were you close to make it happen? Or you pretended that it happened? So the thing is, what is your option of making these things happen? Because chances are, we've done a research. A lot of people, this is what they want in life, right? Or having any of these things would make life better. So for you right now, which one is it that you want? So for this exercise, it's like an exercise. You'll need a pen. So everybody has a pen. The bigger the pen, the better. A marker will be ideal. So hold your pen. Choose one and write it down. So number two, what you need to write it down, what you want to write it down on ideally a piece of paper. But if you don't have a piece of paper, you can write on the shirt of the person in front of you. Trust me, they will remember it for you if you do that. Alright? So choose one. I don't know what's important for you, but for me, it's pretty much all of the above. Alright? So, okay, next. Can you write it down? Now, this is the first concept that I want to share with you. It's by this gentleman, Robert Kiyosaki. Now, who is Robert Kiyosaki? Robert Kiyosaki is actually an economist. He's also what is known as a millionaire guru. He teaches people how to be millionaires. But what's most interesting about Kiyosaki is that he has written so many books, and these books has taught people like me, who's basically an IT person, to understand economy without needing to go to university. Alright? It makes economy so simple that you can just understanding it by understanding his works. And one of the best ways to understand that is to read that book, Cash Flow Quadrant. Now, I'm not going to ask you to read that book yet, but I'll give you the summary. Now, in that book, the summary is actually, he explained that in this economy or any economy, there's only 4 ways to generate cash flow. Now, what is cash flow? It's how you create your money. Right? So, number one, the first method of generating cash flow is actually by becoming an employee. It means you have a job. Now, we all must start somewhere, and most of us, we start generating our cash flow by having a job, by working for someone, by becoming an employee. Agree? Who here has a job? Okay, most of us. Now, after having a job, some people, maybe after 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 10 years, they acquired some skill sets, right? They acquired experience and they want to stop pretending that they like their boss. So what do? They become self-employed. That's the next quadrant there. So the difference between employed and self-employed is actually, they do, I mean, like people like myself, I used to be employed, now I'm self-employed. I pretty much do the same thing, but as a self-employed person, you earn more. But there is a counter. Employed or self-employed, there's nothing wrong if you like it, but one thing for sure, if you want to generate money as an employee or self-employed, you need to be there. You need to spend your time to generate the cash flow. If you don't do it, you don't get the money, right? So there is one issue there. Nothing wrong if you like it, but what you're doing ultimately is actually you are selling your time for money. And that is why we call this the active income. These two quadrants are the active income, and 90% of the population actually earns money this way. So the employed or self-employed. There is also a little bit of a problem that I find here, according to Kiyosaki, it says, although the majority of the population earns money like this, they only control 10% of the economy. 10% of the wealth, that's it. That's what they control. All right? So next. The third way of making money or generating cash flow is actually by the B quadrant, whereby it's actually you have a business with a system. What that means is you have something, you have a system that you set up, or you follow a system that has been set up that replaces your effort, and that's where you generate your time, all right? Because you generate money, but you don't have to spend time anymore. The system replaces it. So you either make more money or the same money as what you can earn in the active income quadrants, but you don't have to put your effort there anymore. So that is known as passive income. Okay? You don't have to work, the system works for you once it is set up. So there are many examples of a business in the system. One of it is actually McDonald's. Who's here familiar with McDonald's? There are a lot of people. So when you go to McDonald's, you see the owner there?
No.
No, but you get the food. Somebody serves you, somebody cooks the food, somebody gives you the burger, and you just happily munch and eat. The owner gets rich. He's not there, he's not doing the work. That's a business of the system. Now, we're all Malaysians. Who's here familiar with Ramly Burger Stall? Which one tastes nicer?
Ramly.
Ramly Burger Stall, all the grease.
Cholesterol.
But the thing is, the person is there, is the cook, is the chef, is the manager, is the owner, is everything. Right? And if you want to go into business, now this is just a question, if you want to go into business, and this is the burger business, the aim is to make money, which is a better method. You become the Ramly Burger Store where you are everything, or you own a McDonald's where you don't have to do anything but the money comes in. Which is better?
McDonald's.
But why is it that if when we start a business, we don't open a McDonald's and we end up with Ramly Burger Store?
Capital.
Because most of the time, a system is very expensive. To have reached to a working system is beyond the 90% of the population. Now the last quadrant, okay, here's about the last quadrant is the I quadrant as an investor. And normally when people actually earn money as a business owner who has a system, they naturally migrate to investor quadrant, whereby this is where money makes money, where they invest their money. Now, according to Kiyosaki, it does not mean if you have invested, let's say, in Malaysian ASB, or you buy some mutual funds, or you have a few shares, this does not qualify you as an investor because, according to Kiyosaki's definition, you are qualified as an investor when you have 1 million, then you don't mind losing. Now, anybody here does not have ASD account? Or ASW, or whatever, ASN, whatever they call it. You all have. Now imagine if suddenly the government say, all your money in there is gone. Would you be mad? Then you're not an investor. So the thing is, these people are they just 10% of the population, but they control 90% of the economy. And what I like to tell people is when I share this with people is that if you have a piece of cake and you cut it into 10 slices, if you're earning money in the active income quadrant, it's like you are 9 people eating one slice of the cake. If you're earning money in the passive income side of corporate, you are just like one person eating 9 pieces of the cake. So which is better, greedy or poor?
Greedy.
I like to be greedy, but then you are not greedy. But the thing is, so who's here earning money actively? 90% of the population. Now tonight, what we're going to share with you is a method to actually earn money passively by having a business with a system. Now, if there is a way that can get you passive income tonight, if we can share with you a way that can get you passive income, that can potentially get you what you want, you know what you written just now on the persons in front of you, the ship, all right? If you can get that to happen and improve the next 366 days of 2014, would you be interested? Right? So, allow me to explain further. Next. Now, this is the next concept that I'd like to share with you, traditional distribution model. And the only reason why I'm standing here is because 2 days ago I went to Giant Jaya and bought this for 8 ringgit, and I'm allowed to play with it. It's 8 ringgit, and it's quite a deal because for this, and I get a set of extra batteries as well. Alright, so it's 8 ringgit, and I bought it as a consumer. I bought it from a retailer, who bought it from a wholesaler, who got it from the manufacturer. This model has been around for at least 200 years. Now, if I bought it here as a consumer at 8 ringgit, imagine if I can bypass these people and go directly. Okay, what if I can bypass the manufacturer, the middle layer, and go directly? Would I save money? Would I buy this at 8 ringgit or cheaper? Cheaper, definitely. So there is savings to be made, and that is actually the minimum benefit of this project here today. The least that you can do when you walk out of this room is actually start saving money for the rest 366 days left of this year. Is that a good deal? But that will not get you passive income. Saving money is good, but will not get you passive income. What's going to get you passive income is something else. Okay. What's going to get you passive income is actually the business model that we have to share with you. Now, these are just numbers, but what we have here today is actually you, everyone here today, you actually have an opportunity to join the business team. And we will introduce you who these people are. These are professionals, they are just people like you and me. And we're going to link you to the products and service provider. And also, most importantly, remember, this is about having a business in the system. We're going to link you to an organization that provides you with a support and education system. Alright? So what is this? Now, this is basically how we make money. Now, don't get these numbers to be, there's no way you can understand how this number works for tonight. So I'm just going to run through briefly. It's very simple. In our business model, it's just like if you have a credit card or you have a MasterCard or whatever cards that you have out there in the loyalty programs, right? When you purchase something, you collect points, right? And when you collect points, it's actually each company that provides these points, they have a ratio, 1 ringgit to 1 point, 2 ringgit to 1 point. Every company has a different thing, right? So in our project, the ratio is actually 3 ringgit to 1 point. Now, in our business model, it's very simple. The more, if you go to, let's say, I like to go to Petronas, because right now they have this promotion whereby if you spend minimum 30 ringgit, you have a chance of getting 50,000 ringgit. Is that a lot of money?
Yes.
But how big is the chance? So, but here, it's very simple. Generate 250 points, you had 3% profit sharing. Generate 12,500 points, you have 21% profit sharing. So, if you want to make money passively, if you want to make money, which is better, 3% or 21%?
21.
21%. So we're going to share with you how this works a little bit. But also, in this project, it's very simple. The whole idea is actually, now, this is a number, because it's here, so I'm going to explain it to you. What is 600 ringgit? Is it a lot of money? Nowadays in KL, with petrol rising 5 cents, yesterday, I just realized it after reading yesterday's paper. Petrol naik 5 sen. So with that, is 600 ringgit a lot of money? Not that much. So the whole idea in this project is also, if you can get a turnover of 600 ringgit, which is not a lot of money. whereby 3 ringgit is 1 point, so 600 ringgit, 200 point. Because remember, the minimum benefit is you save money, right? At least 25% saving, because you're going to buy something from the manufacturer directly, because that's what we do in this project minimally. You're going to save 25%. Now, if you're a student, it's 600 ringgit, a lot of spending. Not that much actually. If you're married with 2 kids, it's 600 ringgit, a lot of money to spend for your husband. Not that much. So if you normally go somewhere to get your things, right? Toothpaste, toothbrush, whatever. But if you can go directly to the manufacturer, you save 25% at least. That means you save 150 ringgit. Remember, 600 ringgit is not a lot of money. 150 is not a lot of money. But would you mind saving 150 just because you change your shopping habits? 150, right? What can you do for 150? Betul. Nothing wrong with it. Right? Okay, next. Okay, so this is our business model, and this is what we do. Number one, what we do is actually, remember, we connect. It's about shopping cheaper, right? Now, in our business model, it's very simple. You want to share, do you think people have violent objections when you tell them that, hey, I can teach you how to shop cheaper? You think people are going to get angry? You think people are going to marah you, kawan dengan you, whatever, unfriend you on Facebook? Because you tell them that you're going to shop cheap, you can teach them how to shop cheaper? No. So what we do is we create communities that actually shop cheaper. Alright? And when they do that, and when you can do that, if you can build, basically these are diagrams of communities. If you can build communities that actually one community does this, one community does this, and one community does this. What that means is, you yourself will start making money. When you can do this, don't ask me how yet, the person who got here will tell you how. But if you can do this, you generate an extra income in 2014, 48,000. Would you like 48,000 into extra on top of what you're earning in 2014?
Yeah.
Who has violent objections of earning 48,000 in 2014? No one has an objection. So, plus you get the trade, and plus for every 21% organization that you create, you get 4% royalty income. That's a minimum of 1,550 per month extra. Now again, who has violent objections of earning more money in 2014? No one. Okay. Who wants to earn more than 48,000? All thanks. So mark his hands up. Next. Okay. Next is if the money grows, right? The more you understand how this works, the money grows, and if you can build 3 groups, 3 organizations of people who actually shop cheaper, all operating at a 20% level, you actually make 195,000 extra for 2014. Would you mind earning 195,000 extra in 2014? Would you like to know how to do this?
Yeah.
There will be some people later on stage who actually have reached this level. You think you want to speak to them? You think you want to know how they did it? Okay, I have not done this yet, so that's why I'm asking them to go on stage. Alright, so you want to listen to them. But 195,000 per year is about 16,000 per month. That's equivalent to a $3 million asset. How does this work? Now, my younger brother actually is a real estate agent, and sometimes he deals with properties. And I asked him actually, if I wanted to buy a property that can give me 16,000 rental a month, how much do I have to fork out? And he said approximately at least 3 million. And if you go to Bangsar right now, I was told, you go to McDonald's, in Bangsar, Jalan Telawi there, that McDonald's is about 3 million of property. The rental is 16,000. So if you want 16,000 passively coming into your bank account every single month, conventionally, you need an asset of 3 million. Again, just now we all agreed that 600 ringgit is not a lot of money. Can you say 600 ringgit a month? Would that be a challenge? Don't answer. But if you can, how long will it take for you to reach 3 million? so that you can get 16,000 a month. It's going to take forever. New Year 2020, you still be stuck. You still won't be there. But if you can understand and learn from the people who have done it, how to create 3 organizations of people who wants to shop cheaper, you can get 16,000 passively a month. 195,000 in 2014, equivalent to a $3 million asset. Now, can you pretend to stay like your boss? Or can you be honest? Next. Okay, the money goes and there's no limit to how much you can make. But if you can build 3 organizations that wants to shop cheaper, you can build 6. Right? And if you can get 6, the income grows to 350,000 a year. And tonight we are actually in great honor. You all are having a huge privilege because there is a couple who has built an asset with 7 million. That is equivalent to 350,000 a year, equivalent to 30,000 passively into your bank account every single month in 37 months. If you save 600 ringgit times 37 months, will it reach 7 million? No way. But this couple used the system that is available to you via this project and build an asset of 7 million in 37 months. And this is the money that you make. Now, if this was you, and if you're like me, who pretended to like my boss, can I pretend to like my boss? Do I have to pretend to like my boss anymore? All of you, your boss are not here. Very honest. Right. So, can I go on? Okay, the money grows further, and don't ask me what is the credits, but what I can tell you is this. These are published facts by our partners. Okay, these are published facts. What it means is if it's wrong, you can sue them and make more money. But the point is, it's published, so there's no way this is wrong. But if you can achieve this, make credits, you can make this much money. Now, when I was working in the telecommunication company, my boss wasn't really clear. She just asked me to do a lot of things, but I dare not ask her, if I do this, can I get this? If I do this, can I get this? There's no clarity. There's no clarity. But here it's very clear. You do this, you get this. You do this, you get this. So, do you want 8.48 million? Who wouldn't mind having 8.48 million in your bank account? No one minds. No one has violent objections towards it. But all you need to do is do this. And if you want to know, you want to understand how to do this, you need to come to several functions to get better clarity. The first one is coming up next week. It's on the 18th January. Be there, then you can understand further. And also maybe you can come on a function in February from the 21st to 23rd. Because remember, the $7 million asset, we have a gentleman who's coming down to Malaysia who did this in 9 months. 9 months to the $7 million asset. Obviously, it was more than 600 ringgit per month saving. Right? So, okay. Now, I'm going to reveal to you something else. So this is, I need your attention here. This is the 4 pillars of partnership. Obviously, the money sounds good, right? So you want to know who we work with. Now, unique to this project, in order to make passive income, like what is stated just now, there needs to be several parties involved. If you just rely on one party, it's going to be a little bit difficult. Now, for me, it's very simple. How I explain this to people, I am an IT consultant. And in today's world, everyone uses either a smartphone or a laptop. Right? Who here does not have a laptop or desktop at home? If you don't have one, do you know how to use one? You do. So you are familiar with what is a desktop and what is a laptop. Now in IT speak, a laptop or a desktop is known as a hardware. Alright? And in this project, we have a party who is actually a single service provider. For us, this is the hardware. You can buy Acer, you can buy HP, you can buy Dell, you can buy so many different brands out there. But if you buy the laptop or the desktop without Microsoft Windows, can you do your work? Can you even go on Facebook? No, you can't. when you buy that laptop, you need to buy the operating system. You need to buy Microsoft Windows license as well. Now, is Microsoft and let's say Acer, are they the same company? Do they have shares in each other's company? Do Acer own Microsoft or vice versa? No, they are totally separate entities, but you need these two to work together, right? So that is what a business support system is. So we have two separate entities who are not linked to each other, but you need both of them to make it work. Now, when you go to work and you have a problem with your laptop or Windows, do you call Microsoft or do you call Bill Gates? Or do you call, let's say, use Acer, do you call Acer directly? Or you call your IT department? You call your IT department. Why? Because these are the proven experts who know how to make Microsoft and Acer to work together well. Right? So you talk to the experts. So what we have here as well is you have actually access to this team of experts who know how to make the hardware and the system work together so that you can get whatever money or whatever it is that you've written just now. Alright, so the last thing that is unproven is here. So next I'm going to reveal to you via a video the first pillar of partnership. Alright? Now, when I first saw this, like you guys, I have no violent objections of the money. But when the word Amway comes out, I was like, does it have to be Amway? But then, the reason I felt like that was because my mom was in Amway, my uncle was in Amway, my aunties was in Amway, and I was so used to people coming to my house, whereby as a guy, as a teenager, I actually was a facial model. Me, come on. So I had to sit down, my mom would do all those things on my face and amongst her friends, display. So that was my experience. But when I first saw this idea professionally, I saw the specs and I saw a different side of Amway. And I saw the difference here. Remember the 4 pillars of partnership? Here, if you want to go into business, you still need a supplier. You still need a business infrastructure to support you. Now, for a deposit of 90 ringgit, if you don't like it, you can get it back in 12 months. You have access to such an infrastructure in 90 countries. Is that a good deal? Very solid. I didn't do that. I did it my mom. But again, this is like, just to share with you, this is the Malaysian HQ. It's at Jalan Tutu 3, PJ. It looks nice, but do you know that this infrastructure in Malaysia alone cost about 100 million plus, and it was built during the last recession? Do you have 100 million to build such a facility? If you go into conventional business and you have such a facility, would you have confidence? You have confidence. But do you have 100 million to spend? Any bank will give you 100 million? Approval loan? Chances are no. But here, for a deposit of 90 ringgit, you have access to such infrastructure. Think about it. And not just in Malaysia, in 90 different countries and territories, for just a deposit of 90 ringgit. Is that a good deal? Very good deal. Right, next. Now, as mighty as the Amway Corporation is, you saw the video, you saw all the specs, and my mom said they didn't know specs until today. They don't teach you how to do it. Now remember, in this project, we treat Amway as our supplier, as our vendor, as the hardware in IT speak. So you need a system. A system is extremely important. If you don't have a system, then you won't know what to do. So the system is known as Network 21. Right? Think of it as Microsoft Windows. Alright? And it was it was actually brought forward by this couple, Jim and Nancy Dornan, who actually, and how good is the system? They have 2 million people in their organization and growing. Do you think they want to see each and every 2 million people? It's impossible, right? But they have 2 million people in their organization who are using the network channel system. This system is so powerful, and this is what you need to realize, and you need to research further. You can do Amway, but what if you can do Amway with a system that will make it generate passive income? Right? This is the opportunity for you to research. So, this gap, how many Amway distributors or any people in any out there, does your boss have their own jet? This is his jet. And what does he do? He does Amway with the network channel system. So what do you want to do is research network channel further. Right, next. Now, Jim and Nancy Dornan has trained a pedigree of leaders, business specialists who know how the system works, and each and every one of us has access to these people. These are the so-called business experts. Basil and Yoni Harris, chartered accountants, formerly from South Africa, migrated to Australia to escape the apartheid system, knowing only 5 people initially, have a few 100,000 people in their organization. Alright? Ex-chartered accountants. Kamal and Jasmine Singh, ex-engineers, they are here today. My advice, get some time with them, because this is the couple that built a $7 million asset in 37 months. They currently reside in Australia. They are here tonight. Don't you think you need to meet them? Yeah, we better. So the third person is Pitch and Judy Salah, ex-engineers, one of the largest businesses in the world today. And if you can grab a hold of their CD and listen to their knowledge, you'll find what is network channel is all about, right? And last but not least is Pak Robert Angkasa. He is a former vice president of Citibank. Now, how many vice presidents of Citibank you know that does Amway? Not many. So why is it that someone at that caliber is doing this? Why is it anyone at this caliber are doing this? That is what we want to find out. And how is it that they know, if they know how to make Amway into a $7 million asset and more using the network channel system, don't you think it's worth listening to them and find out for yourself? So that's the whole idea tonight. Alright? So the first entity, Amway, as a hardware, obviously is proven. 50 years plus, 90 countries, you name it, the facts speaks for itself. Network 21 is a system that is proven. The business team is proven. The big question mark is you. Do you have Amway success? Or would you like to have Amway success? So the point is, you are the big question mark. Alright, so you want to find out for yourself, you want to make this work, and if you do, how do you make this work? So, how do you make this work? Just an introduction to what we have. We actually have, under the O21, devised by Jim and Zinonen, a 6-step program for success. The first thing that you need to do is you want to understand a reason. Now, this is a very conventional business thing. I think most of us actually are employees and we go to work. When you go into your company, if it's like when you go interview, the first day you go into the company, you went for an interview, in the waiting room, you see vision and mission statement. Tell me which company does not have a vision and mission statement? No company. If the company doesn't have vision and mission statement, they're going to die. But the point is, every company has a vision and mission statement. What is that? That is actually a goal. Every business must have a goal. So for you, if you want to do this, you need to find out what is your goal. Why do you want to do this? And that is the reason. And that's the first step. Right. The next step, the second step, these pictures are examples of what the reasons can be. It can be if you have kids, watch them grow, education, work from home, family vacation, you name it. There's a lot of things, these are your reasons, alright? Okay, houses, I like my house, but I think I like this house better, right? Okay, I definitely need this car, I don't know about you, but driving a Tanchil and a Myvi is not fun. This is much more fun. Right, next. Or having holidays. Where was your last holiday? Was it a Mantafai holiday? Was it via Asia? Or was it first class Malaysia Airlines? I don't know. My last flight was to Singapore using Jetstar. If you have gone to Asia, Jetstar is just slightly better. So, less fortunate. I don't know about you, but I have a soft spot when I see older women in their 60s or 50s still working. I just crumble. I wish I can do something for them, but I can't. Because I can't afford it yet. And there are so many people out there. So the thing that I'm trying to tell you is this. There are people who does this so that they can help other people. It's not just about the money. And Level 21 is actually the largest corporate sponsor of World Vision. So I'm pretty sure everyone knows what World Vision is, right? So, depends on you, right? Some people they do for charity. Or maybe you want to have an international business. And this is actually a very smart business goal because, you know, what if Malaysia crumble, economy die, you still have money coming from Singapore, India, whatever, alright? Or maybe just to be free. I'm not sure about your definition, but for me, I like this. Not the dog this. The next step is actually to write a list. Once you identify your reason, you want to start writing a list. Now, what is a list? In IT terms, it's very simple. If you want to start a business, what I tell people is you need to build a business database. A database of your vendors, your suppliers, your potential clients. It's like if you open up a restaurant, don't you invite people to come to your restaurant? So when you want to invite someone, don't you have to write the name of the people that you want to invite? So likewise, this is the same. You have a business now, you want to create a list, a database of people that you want to go into the third step, which is invite people. What is invite? Invite is setting professional business appointments. You may know how to ajak kawan tengok wayang, or go yang chap, or play football, or play futsal, go play golf, whatever. But do you know how to invite someone to a professional business appointment? So this will be taught to you as well, right? The next step is actually to share the idea, to show the business plan. Today is one such method. Right? This is how you share the idea, and there's many ways to do it, but the fourth step is sharing the business plan, how this thing works, and the outcome is very simple. Number one, people don't want it, but you know we are somehow or other linked to Amway. They have excellent products, so you can develop your clients. Number two, remember, the minimum benefit of this project is actually saving money. So the people who brought you here can teach you how you can save money. Anyone violently objectable to saving money? No. But what if you? So that's the minimum benefit. The last one is you see this as a possible method to improve the remaining 366 days of 2014 and beyond. If that is the case, you want to sign up as an IBO, whereby you become an independent business owner. Alright? And only if you are in here, you go to step number 5. Very simple. Step number 5 is this. You have a business. Now, if you need anything, where do you get it from? It's like if you own nasi lemak antarabangsa, would you go to the gerai nasi lemak to buy your nasi lemak in the morning? Outside? No, you buy from your own business. Even if it's tak sedap, you also buy from your own business, right? Because it's a common business sense. So whatever you need, if you become an IBO, you shop for your own business. And last but not least is 6, continuous education program. Now, just now, a lot of people raised hands. Most of us are from the active income quadrants. We do not know how to get passive income. So does it make sense that we learn how to make passive income? So if we went to university to get a degree, that gives us active income. So, but likewise, don't you think that we need to learn how to get passive income? Get the education. So that is a continuous education program. So how do we learn? We learn from CDs. CDs like this. So listen to at least one CD a day. You want to read books? So go read a book. And lastly, you want to attend all the functions. Alright, and the next function is actually on the 18th. Make yourself available. Okay, this is how a CD looks like. Anyone don't know what a CD looks like? This is what a CD looks like. These are some of the books that we have, the 5 Love Languages, Legend of Thinking Big, and many more. Notice that this is not about sales. This is about self-development so that you can be a business owner. Yes. And the 10 of the functions. Tonight, you are here. This is preview. The next step is you want to go to a business building seminar happening on the 18th so that you can get better clarity on how this works. And lastly, get an international perspective. Really understand how this works by attending the weekend leadership seminar happening in February. Alright? On the 20... I wrote it down. 21 and 22nd and 23rd of February. Alright? Okay, so the choice is yours. What is your number one priority? Would you still like to pretend to like your boss? Or stop pretending and be honest for once? Right? Okay, so what do you do next? Get started. Get yourself registered. It's just a deposit of 90 ringgit and take small steps into getting passive income so that you can get what you want. Alright, so the choice is yours. Different people have different representation of what this picture means. I don't know about you, but this is me. Honestly, if you come close, it's me. This is what I want to be. So I don't know about you, alright? But if I want this to be me, obviously going to work will not give it to me. There must be something different that I need to do. So the first step, if you want your face here, then the first step, sign up, come to the function, right? So now what I want to do is remember the business team. There are a lot of people who know how this works. I want to introduce you to them because these are the people that knows how this works. My advice after this, get some time with these people because they know how this works. The first group of people are the platinum directs. 48,000, these people have done at least this much. Alright? So, ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome platinum directs.
He's so power, he drained all the batteries. Hi, my name is Lisa. come from a marketing background, building this business with my husband. He's an executive director with a property development company, and we have a daughter. The reason for me to build this business is so that I can replace my husband's active income with passive income through this business, so that I can have a full-time husband. Thanks.
Hi, Happy New Year again. My name is May. My background used to be in supply chain, building the business with my husband who is in events. Currently, I'm running my own business. One of the reasons why I'm building the business is just pretty simple. So to get money and time out of the way and to travel with our family and to create lots of memories. Where did I actually see the vision? It's actually at this function here, so I'll see you here.
Hi, my name is Edgar, background in event management. If this was profitable, I'll be fired. But the reason I'm doing this business is because corporate world sucks last year, it's going to suck this year as well, so we can check it, right?
I'm a finance background, building the business with my husband Zani, and we have a 15-year-old boy. We're building the business to spend a lot of time together as a family and to live wherever we choose to.
Yeah, my name is accounting and finance background. Come and check out the results of the business and you see it.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Adila. My background is management consulting. Building a business with my husband, Syed Aziz. He's the chief executive officer of the bank. We have 3 young adult children. They're the main reasons why we build a business. Nothing wrong with the active income. It pays the bills, but really passive income is the way to go. And with the rising cost of living, don't take to the streets to protest. What you need to do is take control of your finances. This business can definitely help you. Find out how at the function. So see you there.
Good evening, I'm Elizabeth, a business owner, and I'm doing this business because I want to be financially free and spend my time and money with the people that I love, because time really runs out on your loved ones. However, when I saw this business, I was totally negative. Thanks to my husband, he dragged me to these functions. Here is where I understood that this business is huge, and I got a better understanding and huge belief that I could do this simply because there is a system and someone's going to teach me how to do this. The same is available to you. Get started tonight, come to the functions, understand from successful people how you could achieve your dreams in the next 2 to 3 years. Not only that, they will help you achieve it, provided you have a dream, you believe solidly in it, and you're willing to research and work hard for it. For more reasons, here's my husband.
Negative vibe. So everything is a process, guys. Everything is a process. Understanding anything. If you are good at earning active income today, you were not born there. I was not born a ship captain, right? We learned it through a process. So when I saw this, I didn't understand, but I realized one thing, that if I could get good at earning active income, I could also learn to get good at earning passive income. That's how we started. It's working for us. It will work for you too. By the way, my name is Captain Satan. Anyway, guys, reasons are plenty. I just want to be free. Just want to be free. Money is not the issue, but it costs you time. So I just want to buy back my time. Thank you.
Hi everyone, Happy New Year. And my name is Joe in sales marketing background. I'm building the business with my wife. She's in self-employed in education, and we have a brand new baby girl lately. It's been 2 months. And it's been lonely sitting on a stage for a while. Anyway, like the company. Reason why we are building the business is just to have more time and financial control. All right, and the rest is a bonus. And you got to listen from her for more reason.
Hi, May. Reason why I built